We are just 15 seconds shy of 9 o'clock, so it is finally time to get to that big announcement Randy's been promising us all morning long.
It is National Weather Person's Day. It's a milestone birthday, so it's a perfect day to reveal important news.
When you hit 65 years old, as Randy just did today, you have some decisions to make, and Randy, you've made yours.
Yeah, I don't know which cleaners to take my pants. I got makeup on it, donut dust over here. It's a tough decision to make here, guys.
It is. He's covered in sugar.
You know me here, guys. No, I made a decision. I'm really excited about it. March 3rd, that will be my last day on Daybreak doing the weather. After 36 years, I will be finished on Daybreak after March 3rd. However, I am not retiring. I do not like to use that word retiring. I plan never on retiring. I'll do something. However, starting on March 4th, I'm going to kind of go back to an abbreviated schedule. I'm going to be doing the weather only on our midday newscast. I will be appearing on Indie Style here in different roles, and might even appear on the last part of Daybreak in your trending segment. So that will be my new work schedule starting on March the 4th. I'm not retiring. You guys can't get rid of me yet.
We wouldn't try.
There it is, everyone.
Anyway.
Oh, there's the announcement. Is it coming?
There we go.
Randy, you'll still be lending your personality. You know, that's what
I'll
we
be
all
hanging
look for
around.
Anyway.
I'll tell you what, it's a tough decision. Circle City Broadcasting, though, they've been fantastic to me. You know, I still get to, the balloon's going away. I still get to keep, you know, my foot in the door doing the midday weather at noon here. I have the freedom to kind of expand out and check out other opportunities, you know, as I do hit full retirement. I did sign a 2.5-year new deal.
Attaboy.
So I do plan on leaving for sure, Al, by the end of August 2023.
Too, Randy, a lot of people are used to you on the radio in the morning. I know we grew up listening to you, even down in southern Indiana.
He appreciates it when you remind him you grew up listening to him.
Hey,
Thanks,
I
Al,
think
yeah.
that's why so
Thanks.
many people love you. You've just been a staple in your voice and your face and your kindness. It's just resonated.
I appreciate that. I mean, you think it's been over 36 years, where did the time go? And there was many moments, you know, I mean, I remember in my late 40s and early 50s, I thought, God, how am I going to make it to 65? And, you know, one day at a time, I always put my faith in Him. You know, you know how I am with my faith in God and Jesus Christ and that, but it's been a day-by-day thing. And I'm excited because I feel like the good Lord may be calling us on to something else when I do finally leave here in a couple of 2.5 years or so. And that's what I'm going to kind of investigate, maybe go into volunteer work, maybe a ministry. My wife and I would like to maybe do some speaking engagements, perhaps. We'll
Don't
see.
sound shy. You're going to be great at it.
Yeah.
No, we're going to be great because I'm going to introduce my wife and she's going to take over.
Randy, you said last day on Daybreak, but Marcus and Stephanie have some comp days.
Oh, yeah.
Tons. On you.
Yeah, we do.
We're taking the next 4 weeks off, Randy, so,
If there's anything that we have learned from Randy Ollis, it may not be weather, it may not be a good person, it's how to abuse the system on comp time. So.
absolutely.
Well,
We've got
just so
three
you know,
bosses in here. They're all going, shh.
just so you know, I have more time off than you guys
Yeah,
do.
no,
so,
that's true. That will always be true. We're so excited for you, Randy.
Yes.
Though. You're
Thank
the
you.
best. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
excited.
going to miss Rand for sure.
Absolutely. Well,
Back
and
in the
here's the
bud-
thing. The good thing about Randy is, since he's still going to be do weather in some capacity during midday,
Sure.
he can do what he always does and change all of our forecasts. We want him to-
By one number.
By one degree.
number. 1 degree. Whenever I see that, I'm like, are you kidding, Randy? Are you kidding?
Right.
Oh, this turned into a roast. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
The other great thing about the midday is Alexis hasn't heard your jokes yet. So
That's
they're going to be
right.
all brand new.
I still get,
Start over.
Brand new groans.
yeah, I get sincere laughs from Alexis here. So at any rate here, you know, it's been a great run. I am truly a blessing of it. Just see, you'll get me going here. I'm not leaving, though. That's the thing. I'm not leaving. I'm just going to cut back. I'll get to sleep in the mornings. You know, when I hit me here, I thought, about 5% of me thought, you know, I'm really going to miss being on Daybreak. The other 95%, I'm ready to go. I really am here. I'm
But
ready
Randy,
to go.
you are a man of routine and structure. You
I
make
am.
that known. So while it's not a major change of retirement, some may have been thinking, it is 36 years of Daybreak. So that's a big change. Brenna Donnelly worked to hear if anyone had anything to say about your impact on Daybreak. See if there's anything good out there.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Brenna.
Hey, it's funny you should mention that, Drew. If anybody has anything good to say, I got Patty's Fiddler here. No, she really does have good things to say about you, Randy. You do have a story about him that you wanted to share, Patty.
Well, one of the things is the fact that he has a PP, a pleasing personality. And there was one general manager who said, you know why I don't like you? Because you're too nice.
Too nice.
Randy knows that. We won't say who. The other one is he was fired at one point in time.
Fired from Wish?
From Wish TV for about 6 months. That general manager didn't like his demeanor. And then he got rehired by another general manager who came back and saw how popular he was. So
well,
he's a survivor.
In more than one way. That's just one of the stories that I was able to dig up about you, Randy Ollis. We've been doing our research. Take a look at what your coworkers have to say about you as we look at Randy through the decades. I say Randy Ollis. You say...
Authentic.
Good.
Golden-souled, good-hearted.
Egg salad sandwich.
Donuts.
So kind.
Extremely handsome, obviously.
Serious forecaster.
Or you could say sweet tooth or samba. Silly or survivor, but it centers around...
He's what you see is what you get.
He is just a good person.
Our genuine weatherman.
We're in store for a rather cloudy day across central.
He's shared his life with us. His wife, Allison, his daughters, now his grandchildren. You know, Rand, you don't have to do that to be a TV meteorologist in any decade.
Let's take a look at some temperatures in the local area right now. And we can see that temperatures range
We got down to a chilly 30 degrees at Jackson, Wyoming this morning.
Everybody has mostly cloudy skies, and here's that stationary front. And we are going to see one more warm and sticky day across Indiana today. Let's go ahead and show you Super Doppler 8, Dave. We're in a 50-mile range. Weather-wise here, we got to entertain ourselves and keep going on. It was a cool day yesterday. These are the
Each
highs.
day at work, Randy has shared in our joys.
Being able to tell him that I was expecting my first child and then my second, he's quick to tear up and cry and feel those emotions for you and your happiness. And it was always a pleasure to welcome him into those celebratory moments.
Is there anything better than when Randy gets the giggles and he can't continue in a forecast?
We'd roll tape over to him, anything we could get just to get him to lose it.
Get him going, and once you just get over that threshold, he's not coming back. And he is laughing the entire way. Sorry, producers. He's going for 5 minutes on weather because he's going to be laughing the entire way out.
Are we on TV?
We're on TV.
Crack yourself up, don't you?
We're laughing so hard it carried over into the next segment. He could not get through his forecast. I had to leave the studio. It's contagious, and there's just nothing better than that.
Tell me how Randy has impacted your life.
Well, he saved my life. Darn near got crushed by a basketball goal. Let me take you to my house.
10 years ago, lacking any strength or sense, Randy and I decided to put that up at my house. It's 700 pounds. We thought we could do it alone. I got to about here and realized I couldn't go up or down and really was about to crush myself with it. If I dropped it, it was going to land on my head and you'd have to look for somebody else to do bad puns with Randy. Randy, finding strength that he didn't have a minute earlier, runs over here, pushes the pole up in place like Sisyphus with the rock, gets the whole works up in place. Now my kids have a basketball goal and I'm not dead.
But right there, we get a hint of his real goodness.
Well, Randy, he's always so insightful with any type of advice, and it's always just very, sometimes faith-based, and I feel that's so refreshing, and it is so honest, and it's very eye-opening and understanding.
He has a wonderful perspective on what's important in life.
He stays in his lane, but he also reaches out. He has a lot of faith, and he has a lot of trust in humanity.
We had a newsroom full of veterans, and Randy still treated me with a lot of respect, and he didn't have to. He didn't have to because I was really young, really green, and didn't really know what I was doing. And he still treated me like a professional. I'll never forget that.
What I will always cherish were the times that you prayed with me and you prayed for me when things may have been up or down in my life.
So in the stress, high-pressure days of news, you can't be huffy around Randy. He just mellows me.
Randy is exactly who you think he is. The things that he says on TV are important to him. are in his heart. He loves puns. That's not some shtick. He's just, he's authentic.
Randy, you're going to get me here. I just wanted to tell you something, and there's no way 2 video cameras are going to be able to convey what I really feel, but thank you for being you and making an impact on me, too, because you've made a difference in just the 4 years I've known you, much less the decades that you've known some of our family here at Wish TV. So without being a sap, because I tried to be funny in the story and not too serious, thank you, Randy, and we love you so much.
Thank you, Brent. I see you guys are getting me going. I can. It worked! It worked! The interview's over. We're done here. So, but no, I appreciate that from all of you guys here. I can't tell you. When I first started, I mean, I interviewed here before '84. The show started in '84. Right. I remember I used to work in Dayton, Ohio, then Oklahoma City. I came by, and I remember looking in the control room before I was hired, and I thought, wouldn't it be great to get a job in Indy? Wouldn't it be great? And when Lee Giles was the news director here, every year before cell phones and that, I would stop off at a payphone when we were passing through town and call Lee and say, hey, Lee, this is Randy. I'm working in Dayton, Ohio right now. If there's an opening at Wish, I want to put my name. So I did that every single year, and finally I got a call from him, and now you know the rest of the story here, back in 1984. But, I came to this market. Indy has been fantastic. It has been fantastic. The people out there have been great. I hope I've been good for the people here. It's been a great mesh for my family, my kids, raising them up, and this is home.
Can we reiterate something? Randy is not retiring. So can you start cleaning this up, please? I think we have to move on, don't we?
We're going to miss you incredibly on Daybreak. Yeah. Even though you're not leaving Wish TV, we're going to feel your absence on Daybreak heavily, and you've left a legacy behind and a mark, and I think have set a tone of family on Daybreak. Now you're going to get me crying, because we are a family, and we have here at Wish as a whole, we have this camaraderie, I think, and the people like you and the people who have been around here who set that tone have really left that we hope to continue for the years to come.
Well, I appreciate that. And I'm still going to be here. My schedule, I'll come in about 8:30 or 9 o'clock when the boss is there. I'll be in here by 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to leave at noon. But I just say, too, it's been a great 36 years. I can't tell you how many times when I'd be standing there waiting to do the weather, and I'd hear you guys doing your job and how professional you are, and there's been many times I'd say, dear God, what am I doing here? I mean, just because you guys raised the bar way up here, and I really don't consider myself a broadcaster. I mean, you guys know that. Not like you are. I'm a scientist. But, the good Lord gave me a personality. And it took me years to just figure out who I am. And once I could just be myself here, goober, that's when I started to kind of
well, and you love cake and donuts.
I love
for sure.
cake and
that's
donuts.
Why there's plenty here this morning.
Well, that's why I'm going to get choked up, because when you leave, nobody's going to bring donuts anymore. We got Jax and Titus bringing us donuts today.
Yeah. Once in a while, I'll bring them by here. But anyway, I just thank you guys for putting up with me. I remember, Mike Ahern and the Yankees way back then. I was a young kid on the block, and boy, I was scared of them here. Thought, what am I doing? Stan Wood was here. I hope Stan will accept me, But it's been fantastic, and I just say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank my wife, thank my family. I thank God most of all here, and I look forward to the next 2.5 years. Thank you, Circle City Broadcasting, for this opportunity, and I'm a very fortunate person.
We're excited for you, Randy. Yep.
Thank you.
And you know how it goes. It's time for a timeout. More Daybreak right after
Donut
this.
time.
You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network.